So what does it take to have a good front leg? Not flexing and giving out when you land, it's pushing back as you go to accelerate energy to your upper body. That's actually what the studies show. The front leg pumps the energy out. But don't forget, the back leg's responsible for pushing it in. So we've got to get it in first before we can get it out. A lot of people miss that important component. But say we're getting it in, as long as the trunk is staying back and letting the hips lead, then when we land, and we need to land in flexion because we want to give it time for the trunk to go forward. And if I land in extension, I'll stop my trunk. Now we're in a position where we actually are behind our leg and we can push back. If the hips stay behind as we go down the mountain, then we'll land over our front leg and you can't really push back because it's supporting the weight going up. So that's one thing. We got to get there with the hips back and we got to get some rotation, and that's where the back leg comes in. That rotation is going to help this front leg kick back. Also too, the other thing to really also stopping the knee flexion, which is horrible for velocity, is landing with the foot closed. So the foot is turned closed, the knee is kind of pointing off. So now the knee doesn't really want to go that way. As if the foot was straight open, the knee would want to go that way. So we close it off. That kind of helps block the knee as well. And it goes to show you, that means we have to land closed. So that means we can't really use the lift leg to swing it open to create rotation. That's why you got to keep this closed. The back side is the driver of pelvis rotation, which studies show. So the front leg can land closed. So when our pelvis comes around, it squares us up. If we did land open, our pelvis came around, I'd be way off. So landing closed is the key. Keeps the knee pointed off direction, so it helps block. If the back leg's doing a good job at getting pelvis rotation, that pulls the back hip around, which extends the leg. And then two, you gotta be powerful, you gotta be strong. When you land, you have less than 0.2 of a second to throw the ball, and you gotta get over 200% of your body weight. So if you don't have the vertical or sagittal explosive power that you've built in the weight room to have a really dynamic front leg, doesn't matter what drills or mechanical cues you try to do, it's not gonna work.